americano, americano. Buongiorno, buongiorno. I am going to show you today how to make something incredibly interesting, because it's a food that was created for peasants, and it's called pasta fagioli. Which in pasta fagioli, it could be pasta fagioli, it has many different, depending on what part of Italy you are. So we have to have this conversation so you can understand what pasta fagioli is. Pasta fagioli is 2 ingredients. Is this tiny little pasta, that is tiny little round little dudes over here, that these are called dattalini, and then white beans. And I didn't have white beans in cans. I usually have them dry, so I cook these guys. So we're going to be using fresh. It's delicious. Okay, so let's have a conversation. Let me rinse my hands now. Okay, the conversation is this. So what happened is, it was from necessity. So depending on what region, some regions have a lot of vegetables, some regions have no vegetables. So what started, I don't know where it started in Italy, but it spread like wildfire throughout Italy. So I want to teach you this so you understand it, because I cannot make your grandmother pasta fagioli. I cannot make your father pasta fagioli. I cannot make your mother pasta fagioli. I can only make the pasta fagioli that I grew up with, the one that I saw my mama make and my grandmother make. Because we were farmers and we had vegetables. So the vegetables came later in pasta fagioli, okay? So far, okay, now I've given you a lot of information, but we needed to have this conversation, you know what I mean? Okay, well, let's see who's there. Hello, my wonderful Fabiancito, hola, Nursita. Happy birthday, Nursita, from yesterday. Okay, so now, I have a fadale. Remember the fadale? My husband got me this. Remember I talked to you guys about Test Kitchen? It was just something that I created it. It's fun because I test everything. So I'm a little short chiquitita woman, so I'm going to put it this way, okay? So now I have my fadale because, we have a lot, and as you can see, it's a pretty big fadale. So I'm going to have to make it more smaller here because it needs to be more smaller. As long as I can get my big head over it. And don't mess up my hair. Okay, I think that works. All right, isn't it cute? My husband got that for me. For, I think it was Christmas. Okay, let me see if I can tie it up here. After all, I am a voluptuous woman. It takes a time for you to get to this body. All right, so so as I was telling you, pasta fagioli is a very interesting thing, and then came the meat later. So for my meat, I am going to be using some organic, I was able to get some Italian sausage. Okay, so what do? Here what I have is 2 carrots diced, okay, diced, all right? 2 carrots diced, because we got to get our vegetables first. And remember, pasta fagioli did not have a lot of vegetables. It was just a very simple dish, which now has grown and adding more vegetables. So what I've done is I have chopped 2 carrots, 2 stalks of celery, okay? I'm also going to be using a little bit of green onions. I want you to keep the tops because I'm going to show you how to make an amazing salad that's going to go with our pasta fagioli, okay? Or pasta fagioli, however you want to call it, okay? It's too much thinking for me in the morning. It's only 9 a.m. here, okay? So I'm going to save some of this and I'm going to put them in a tray behind me because I'm going to show you how to make an orange beet salad, which is amazing. And beets are very good because it lowers high blood pressure, okay? See that? I bet you did not know that. So what I want to do is I want to cut a few green onions. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Okay, I haven't teach you the numbers yet. And we are listening to, right now it's Mike Bublé. Ooh, Michael Bublé. I like to listen to Michael Bublé. Okay, so right now I am just going to just kind of slice the green onions, guys. No big deal, very simple process. Someone really requested this because, of their dad. And this is very close to my heart. This dish And you know, like I said, I talk about my parents being farmers. So, and the good thing is they have vegetables, so that's why I'm using vegetables. But for the people that were from different regions of Italy, if they didn't have many vegetables, they always had garlic. You know, garlic is very good. Okay, so how many cloves of garlic? Well, I love a lot of garlic. I'm using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 cloves of garlic. Okay, guys? Very simple. This is very easy. Since we were farmers, we had vegetables and we used the vegetables. Like I said, this is not your typical, you know, and if your grandmother's watching this, she's going to say, oh my gosh, she's doing it wrong. But you know what? There is no right or wrong. Food should be fun. Should be fun. You know, food unites. Okay, so now we have the... remember, I always tell you, keep a little thingy so you can make it one way to the garbage and not make a bunch of different things on the garbage. Okay, so now I'm going to chop up my garlic, okay? I'm chopping my garlic. All right. Okay, so now I got my chopped garlic, and then what I've done here is I've chopped an onion, a yellow onion, okay? If you don't have a yellow onion, don't worry about it. Use a red onion. Use whatever onion you have. Some onion, okay? And so I'm going to get this. I'm going to clear the decks over here so we can keep it nice and clean. All right. I want you to know that I wash my towels almost every single night. So we're always a very clean kitchen here. Alrighty, so now, remember, we have 2 carrots. Remember that? We had 2 stalks of celery all diced. I have the onions. I have the garlic all chopped up here. And I had some fennel left over. And what I do when I have things left over, I chop them up. I put them in the refrigerator. I put the name on it, okay? And I use them. So I'm also going to bring in some fennel that I'm just going to put all in this to makes it a lot easier for me to carry, okay? This is, if you were to be buying a can of white beans, I would use 16 ounces, okay, 16 ounces of white beans, okay? Why white beans? Don't ask me, I don't know that story. Okay, and then what I did is I chopped up some tomatoes, so I got some, what I do is I peeled my tomatoes, okay? If you don't want to go through that trouble, just put them in the hot water for like a minute or so until the peel comes right off, because it also helps with digestion when you peel them, and it also helps with if you have acid. Okay, so I have some tomatoes here. How much? I don't know. I haven't made it yet, okay? But since I have 2 cups of my white beans, I am going to be using 1 cup of my wonderful Vitellini pasta, okay? The pasta, remember I showed you the pasta. So we got the tomatoes, okay? So now I have a nice big pile over here. You see my big beautiful pile, okay? So now to this, I always like to bring a bowl of water, put ice and in there, and it keeps your herbs delicious. Okay, so what I'm going to do as far as herbs is I like a lot of rosemary. If you don't have fresh, don't worry about it, use dry, okay? If you don't have rosemary, use thyme. I love it's thyme after thyme, I know. And I have mine in water over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move these guys over, okay? And you just hold them from the top. Look how easy this is. Your little fingers, you hold this from the top if it's fresh, and then you just go whoops, and all the little leaves comes out. See that? It's very simple. Cooking is very, very simple. The young lady that I was telling you about was telling me that I make everything seem so easy. It took a lot of years to make it easy. I'm 63 now, and so it took a lot of years. Like I told you, I burned my first spaghetti sauce. Yeah, I burned it. I was 14, 15. And I told you that story about my parents working so hard, and I wanted to do something for them. So what I'm doing here is I am getting my thyme, okay? And what I do is when I get to the very top, I save the little tiny tops to chop them. So again, put your little finger, that did not work very well. We gotta have fun with this, guys. Life is too short. Okay, so here we go. And you know what? I have this thing called a YouTube channel. So if you don't want to continue to watch me, please subscribe to my channel. So I can, teach people and show people my wonderful recipes to help them with their life. All right, I'm still taking my time after time, because this is what I'm going to be using for my herbs, my fresh herbs, because it's all about, we're going to be building flavor on top of flavor, because, pasta fagioli could be not boring, it may like some flavor, and it's all about, building flavor. Okay. So now I chop my wonderful thyme with my wonderful rosemary. Okay, it's all nice and chopped. All right, guys. All right, I'm going to take you to the other side so I can show you what we're going to do. All right, here we go again. Woo! This is for later. This is for the salad. All right, let me see if I can get you over here. All right. Bear with me, guys. All right, there we go. I think you could see. Can you see the pot? Okay, fantastic. I can work with that. All right, to that pot, I just turned it on to medium. Let's just start it at medium, okay? So I got my pot, non-stick pot. I'm going to use 2 tablespoons of oil, okay? 2 tablespoons of oil. See, very simple process, okay, guys? Very simple process. Okay, while that oil heats up, I am going to bring the rest of my vegetables. Remember the vegetables that I'm going to bring the beans. I am going to bring the pasta. And I'm also going to bring my tomatoes. And also to this, there's going to be some chicken broth or chicken stock, whichever you have in your house, okay? So I actually have them both, the chicken broth and the chicken stock. So I'm going to be using some of that. Chicken broth, chicken stock, okay, I'm going to be using that too. So I'm going to put that on the side while that is heating up. Okay, guys, you follow me so far? Okay, and here's my chicken broth. All right, so now that I got that going, what I want to do is I want to make sure that I get my oil heat up. All right, I have my 2 tablespoons of olive oil there. All right, okay. Some people had meat, some people did not. Remember, I am going to be using Italian sausage. This Italian sausage that I'm using is not chicken, but you can use chicken. Italians, they make Italian sausage with chicken now. They make it with a turkey, a tofu. So this was never meant to be made with tofu. It was just a simple 2 ingredients. Remember the beans and the pasta. But remember, depending on what region of Italy you are, if you have lamb meat or whatever meat you have, you may want to use the meat. In this case, I am using it with meat. You don't have to have the meat, but I am using the meat. Okay? Thank you. Okay. Now, because I can. All right, so we have that there. And let me rinse my hands because I touched the meat. I haven't seasoned anything yet, okay? I have not seasoned anything yet. Get yourself a nice little spoon with little teeth like this so you can break this up, okay? And this gives a really nice flavor. Again, a pasta fagioli, we can have a conversation. We can have many, many conversations. And this is organic humanely raised, and so what I want to do is I want to turn this up a little more here. So what happens is, pasta fagioli, it's not quite a soup, and it's not quite spaghetti, okay? It's got its own personality, it's got its own flavor, but like I said, the very original pasta fagioli, it was just beans and the noodles, okay? Hello, Bob, nice to see you. Hi, honey, thank you so much. I'm waving at you. I can see you upside down here. Okay, I can't, I'll just wave you like this. Okay, so what I want to do is I just want to start breaking this up. Okay, breaking it up, guys. And this is going to cook probably about an hour for everybody to marry each other. We're having a wedding. And guess what, guys? Today is National Pet Day. So we are going to get in the car and we're going to take our dog for a ride to get him out of the house. We need to get out of the house, and that's what we do. We just go for rides, and sometimes we go for walks just to get out of the house. You know what I mean? Okay, now to that, I am going to add my onions with that. You follow me so far, guys? Okay, my onions. Because what I want to do is, I am building flavor here, okay? And the garlic was in here. I haven't put the vegetables yet, okay? What I want to do is I want to build flavor on top flavor. The reason that my food is so tasty is because, I build flavor, and I make a saporito. I make a saporito for you. Saporito is very flavorful. It's a Maceratano word. You guys are going to go to Italy and you're going to be saying all these words, and people are going to be looking at you and they're going to go say, what? Where are you from? I got to tell you the story when I went to Italy, guys. And I was in Rome. In Rome they speak the very good, Italiano, the good Italiano, right? Hey, listen, every region has got the good Italiano. So I go in. See what I'm doing, guys? Okay. I am sauteing this. Let's not get sidetracked, okay? I'm not going to get sidetracked, but I want to tell you the story. So anyways, I go in and I say to the, I wanted some water. And I went and I said to the man, Signore, io voglio una bottiglia di acqua. And the guy looks at me and he goes, where are you from? And I said, I am Italian. He goes, no, you're not Italian. You're an Americano pretending to be Italian. Oh, you don't say that to Mama Elena, eh? And I say to her, I was born in Maiorato, provincia di Catanzaro, e tu mi vai a dare una bottiglia di acqua perché io voglio stare là, e tu lo vai a fare per me, no, sì? And the guy's like, oh, you speak Italian? Yes, I speak Italian. I don't speak Romanian. Roma, excuse me for my Romanian friends. I love every one of my Romanian friends. I love everyone. I love you. I love everybody. Okay, so bring me back to food. So the guy, because I didn't speak the perfect Roman, he thought that I was not Italian. Go figure that one out, Hey, you don't tell an Italian they're not Italian, okay? It's just like telling a cat you're not a cat. You're a dog. Can you imagine that? I can't tell Reggie he's not a dog, okay? He's a dog. All right, so here we go, guys. Okay, we are staying sauté in this, okay? Don't stress about it, okay? We're staying sauté. I have not salted anything yet. What I'm doing is I am getting everybody in here being happy with each other, okay? So, try to break up the sausage. Okay, if you don't have, you can buy Jimmy Dean sausage. I know it's not organic. Or you can buy sausage links. So whatever sausage, or if you don't want sausage, whatever you want, okay? This just gives it a very nice flavor. My parents sometimes will make it with lamb, and we love lamb. Sorry, little lambs, but I do love you, okay? So break it down, because who wants such a big piece? Okay, you see how lovely that looks? Okay, you see how lovely that looks? Okay, so now I am going to add the rest of the vegetables. Okay, remember, pasta fagioli, okay, was just a peasant food, and it grew out of necessity. So then I'm going to use all my herbs in here. Look how wonderful that is. Okay, they all go in there. Now I haven't done yet the beans or anything else. Okay, let me grab my knife because I want to use every single vegetable, every single herb that's going in there. You guys are going to become professional cooks. Hi, Patricia. Many blessings to you, my sunshine. Okay, guys, we're still cooking the pasta fagioli. Okay, you see, very simple, very easy. You know, you also were so worried about the fat, you know, but we got the olive oil, which is very, very good. That keeps everything lubricated, moving right along. I talk about the lubrication because it keeps our pipes nice and clean, guys. I know, we got to use the toilet paper. Mamma mia, che cosa fare con questo toilet paper? Che cazzo sapeva io che si iba a facere tutte le cose così? Okay, now, what did I say? You don't want to know. Okay, I did not use no cuss words. We have children watching this show, like my grandchildren, okay? Okay. All right. So I have not salted anything, right? We have not salted anything, guys. Okay. Look at that. You see that? Look how beautiful. Can you see that? Can you see how beautiful that is? This is going to be your pasta fagioli. But this is going to be, you know, like a much elevated pasta fagioli. Because remember what I told you earlier, it was a peasant food and it only had beans because it was inexpensive, and pasta, which it was inexpensive. And then depending on the region is the vegetables that they use. And sometimes, you know, they just started adding, vegetables. But this is how my mama made it. This is how I'm going to make it. And that's how it is. Look how beautiful that looks. You see, there's not that much fat, okay? All right. Okay, so now, the tomatoes. How much tomatoes? Well, let me start with, I'm just going to use a 1/3 cup of these beautiful tomatoes. Isn't that beautiful? And yellow tomatoes, they have less. I'm going to use another 1/3. And I'm going to dig under because I also have some beautiful red organic tomatoes. And remember, guys, what I did yesterday, what I showed you about this. I get my tomatoes, I slice them, I chop them when I know I am going to do some cooking. I put them in here and I put them in the refrigerator, and it also leaves some room for my refrigerator. Okay, so what I've done is I've done 4 of these 1/3 cups. All right. See what I'm doing, guys? I have not salted anything yet. Okay, now you know about the spezzi, guys, right? The spezzi, remember the spezzi? I gotta have spezzi because I like it hot and I like it have flavor. Okay, some black pepper. Okay, some black pepper, some spezzi, and now the sale. Okay, I'm going to use a little bit of sale. I do have low sodium broth, and I have the free range chicken organic stock. Okay, so now I'm going to use the chicken stock. I'm going to put it in here. See what I'm doing, guys? I haven't done the pasta yet, okay? I haven't done the pasta yet because I want to cook these guys. Okay, I just used a little bit. I might not even use my chicken broth. Okay, so now I am going to get my pasta. And since I have 16 ounces, 2 cups, I'm going to use 1 cup. 1 cup of pasta. Boof! They go right in there. Okay, you follow me so far? You see this? Isn't this beautiful? This is beautiful. Okay, look at that. Look at that, guys. See that? Look how beautiful that is. You see how much juice there is? Because what we want to do is we want to cook the pasta in here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little spoon because I have to taste for you. Okay, I'm going to go in here and taste for you. Oh, mamma mia! Che bellezza! It is beautiful, it's delicious, mamma mia! And just keep riminigliati. Riminigliati means, you know, to do what I'm doing. Riminigliati, riminigliati, riminigliati. It's my Caratano word. I'm sure my cousins that are watching this are laughing their butts off. Especially my cousins in Argentina and Canada and Italy. Oh, I cannot wait till I see all of you. La 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 la. There's beautiful music going on in here too. All right, I am going to be checking on the. So I'm just going to add a little bit more. Now I'm going to be using my organic chicken broth. So you see what I'm doing, guys? What I want to show you is, you know, it's how easy this is. Okay. Look at that. Look at that. Look how beautiful. Okay, it's got enough salt. I haven't done my beans. Now, what I would do if you get canned beans is to drain the beans, wash them, okay? So, and these are fresh, but they're not in here yet. I want to, I'm looking at my noodles. Okay, this is going to be a long show. I might come back to do the salad, but I do want to show you the salad because that's how I'm going to serve this. So you see, this is not going to be very, very super soupy. Okay, it's supposed to have some juice, but not super, super juicy. Not a lot. And with the tomatoes and, oh, look at that beautiful thing. All right, so I am still checking, and what you do is you can take one of these little guys here and still check. And when they get soft, okay, when they start to get soft is when I am going to add the beans, okay? Add the beans. All right, so I'm going to stay right here, and I'm going to clear the decks for this one here because I want to bring you to the salad that I'm going to make. And so we need to start with everything being clean because remember, this is a working kitchen. All right. All right. This is looking really good. All right, let me get the pasta out of the way. All right, so I'm still looking at this, okay? Still looking at this because it's important. It's important. Now, if you want more pasta, you can add more pasta, okay? But what we want to do is we want to make sure that we get a little bit of everything. Okay, so the pasta, just to start see, it's starting to show a little bit of cooking over there. Okay, so now we're going to leave this cookie. I'm going to turn it down. And then as this is cooking, I am going to bring you to right here. I don't know, can you see this part right here? All right. Okay, now, what we have here is that I have boiled yesterday some red beets. And beets lower the high blood pressure. I put them in olive oil, and I also put them in with some pear-infused aceto, not aceto. Aceto is actually the oil with basmati vinegar. If you don't have any basmati vinegar, don't stress yourself out, okay? So we're gonna have some of that. All right. So now, and working with the pasta, because you know I can do two things at the same time. Okay, this is called multitasking. Okay, so my pasta is still, it's almost to where I want it. It's very important for us to check the pasta. Okay, so now I'm gonna add my beans. Okay, and then I can concentrate on the other. Okay, look at this, guys. This is your pasta fagioli. Look at that. See, when you make your own, if you were to make your own beans, I would soak them overnight. The next morning, I would put 3 bay leaves, a little bit of salt and pepper, and I would just cook it. So you see how nice that is? You see that? You see that? Look at that. All right, so now, if you want a lot more pasta, you're going to use more pasta and you're going to use more chicken broth. So you see that? So I'm going to taste this little guy. It's almost there, not quite. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add a little bit more chicken broth. Okay. Oh, this one is the broth, yes. And I'm going to cover this baby up. And I am going to keep this. I'm going to put my spoon in here so that I won't have to get another one. And I am going to move you to the other side so I can show you, this is a long one, the salad. If you don't want to see the salad, you don't have to, but this is a very wonderful salad that I think that you guys are really going to enjoy. Okay, so let me lift myself up a little more so I can see myself and you. Okay, so a nice clean bowl we have here, and I also have that little, see, I think of everything, so it makes my life a lot easier. So this is a clean bowl, and we have some of those green onions, okay? I have an orange, and I have my wonderful red beet. Okay, so now I'm still going to check on my wonderful pasta fagioli. That is looking beautiful. Oh my God. It's looking beautiful. And when it's almost done, what I like to do, guys, it's my secret. Shh, don't tell anybody. Okay, nobody's around. Okay, what I like to do is when my pasta is almost done, I shut it off and I just leave it covered, and then it just finished cooking by itself. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to work with an orange, because oranges are very, very good. This is not going to have any tomatoes. We're going to start with, and I don't throw anything away because this little orange thing here, I can do things with it. Remember, don't throw nothing away, eh? Okay. I teach you. All right. So what I want to do is I want to take the knife away from me, and you're going to go like so, okay? Make sure you get them all out. I killed too many oranges with this, guys. Too many oranges with this. Don't throw these things away because I'm going to show you what else I'm going to do. This is such a refreshing, wonderful, wonderful salad that I created. I don't have a name for it, but I'm sure I will come up. Hey, why don't you guys name this salad for me? Let's have a naming a salad contest. It'll give us something to do and get away from the television. Okay. Okay. So you get all the white stuff, and then what you do is you go in between, you know, in between. You see how they come out? It's a magic. I know, it's a magic. And look at that. Poof. Okay. You do the same over here. You know, you go around. Oh my gosh, I'm so looking forward to lunch. I haven't even had breakfast yet, and I'm looking forward to lunch. You know, the funny thing is my husband, you know, he didn't grow up in a family that they were thinking about dinner, a breakfast. But my family, we would be thinking about, listen to this. In the morning, we will be thinking about lunch. At lunch, we will be thinking about dinner. And the next day we will be thinking what we're going to have for breakfast the next day. So, you know, it's, you got to love it. Everybody has different, you know, ideas of things and, you know, how they grew up. But one thing, you know, even though I was raised without a bathroom, I did not have a bathroom. I had a toilet. We had an outhouse. Until of the age, I think my father finally built, because my father built a house. My father never built a house, but everybody got together and helped my father. In the old days, we all got together and helped one another. And so, you know, I never had running water in a bath. And when I was 13 years old and I came to this country, I was amazed that I could actually turn the faucet and there would be hot water. At 13 years old, it's when I had hot water. Okay, so this right here, my hands are clean. Okay, we're gonna use it for the juice. You see what I'm doing? Just juice. Okay. So now we're gonna put that to the side and I'm gonna go rinse my hands. So the funny thing is that I wanted to share with you, I went from having no bathrooms, 0 bathrooms, to today I have 3 bathrooms. So it's interesting how life plays out. And I never felt that we were without. I never felt that way. My parents always made sure to have food on the table. Okay, so I am going to take some of these guys over here that I just marinate, because if they marinate, then I can work with them. And what I want to do is I'm just going to put them in here. You know, it may change the color. So what? Who cares? The color police is not here today, so we're not going to worry about it. The Carboneri. Okay, in Italian, police is called Carboneri. Carboneri. Okay, as you can see, you know, I love beets, but there is a warning about the beets, eh? Let me tell you the warning. Well, I better not tell you the warning, but just don't freak out if you go to the baño, you know, to bathroom, and then, you know, you think you're bleeding and you're not, eh? Because this stuff is good for you. Okay, so I have some of these. Let me move the decks over here. Gave myself a quick rinse of my hands. I tell you what, this white thing, I'm surprised it is still clean. Okay, so you see how beautiful that is, okay? And you got that wonderful orange juice that we used from that, and now we're gonna add the wonderful greens to this, okay? All right, let me grab another one of these guys, because what I'm gonna do is we gotta use some herbs, right? We gotta make it nice, huh? Okay. Very long video, but it's well worth it. Okay, so to this, what I'm going to do is I am going to use some organic that it's been sitting in this beautiful water in the ice, saying, please use me. This beautiful parsley. Look at this beautiful parsley, stem and all. Stem and all. Okay, be careful with your hands, okay? Always keep your hands in the back, okay? The chefs, they do it like this, so they can take their knuckles off and not their fingers off. I'm sorry, chefs, I didn't mean that. Ooh. Okay, can we erase that? Well, it's a lot easier, I think, getting rid of your knuckles than your finger. Man, I want to hear some hate mail here. Please don't hate me. I don't even know what it's like to hate. I can only love. I love you. I love you. That's why I do this for you, okay? And for me. Because trust me, I'm not getting paid for any of this. But why not bring some sunshine to you, some parsley in there? You see that? Very simple process. Very simple. It's so simple. It's so simple. Food is so simple. Okay, let me clear the decks of that. Let me check on my all right, I'm gonna shut it off now. Oh, okay, wait a minute, I gotta bring you over here. Aspetta, Aspetta, let me bring you over here, guys, because I got to show you this. Look at this. You see the noodles, how they plumped up? You see how there's not a lot of juice? You see that? In this 1/2 hour, whatever this is taking us, we have made the pasta fagioli. We're gonna close it up, because now this is ready. Okay, let me bring you back to the salad. Okay, I'm sorry, you guys are going for a nice little ride today. All right, to the salad. All right, so what we're gonna do is, I have a little bit of spezzi because I have to have spezzi. I know my black pepper went somewhere. Okay, nothing to stress about. We have another one. Okay, so I'm just gonna put a little bit of, you see that? Some black pepper, guys. A little bit of spezzi. You know, my parents believed, or my mom, or one of them believed that if you put spezzi, hot stuff, it really gets your body going, your blood going and all of that. Okay, so now you see. Now you can add, if you have some cheese to this to make it more prettier, but for 2 people, this is going to be wonderful. So look at that. All right, well now we have to taste. I have not had any oil, okay? Because when I have this wonderful oil here and vinegar, why not use some of this, that we already have in here. And if you do it this way, guys, this will last you a while, okay? And it gives a very lovely flavor. So I'm using about 3 tablespoons of that. Because it has the olive oil and it has the basmati vinegar. And then what I do with this guy, because I'm not going to eat it yet because I haven't had breakfast yet, okay? It looks like a blood orange, isn't it? And that's because of the beets. And beets are so delicious and good for you. So now I am going to take my little saran wrap. I'm going to wrap this little guy out. I'm going to put this guy in the refrigerator. And then we are going to have some pasta fagioli with this wonderful orange and beet salad. I want to thank you so much for hanging in there with me. It's been a long one, but you know what? It's always a pleasure to be with you. I want to thank you so much for joining me today in my beautiful cucina. I bring a love to you from Elena's cucina, from my cucina to your cucina, from my kitchen to yours. I love you. I love you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Blessings and blessings and blessings. Ciao, ciao, belly. Ciao, ciao. I love every single one of you. And post your pictures. Post your pictures and enjoy the pasta fagioli. Mwah. Love you. Ciao, ciao.